Three-dimensional solids. A polyhedron is a three-dimensional figure whose faces are all polygons, meaning that it consists of straight edges and no curved surfaces. Sort the figures to the appropriate side of the table, polyhedron or not a polyhedron. Let's start with this one. This one has all straight edges, so it's considered a polyhedron because all of its faces are polygons. These are squares and rectangles. This one is also considered to be a polyhedron because the edges are straight and it's made up of polygons. This one has a curve and there's no polygons in this one, so that's not considered a polyhedron. This one is a polyhedron because all of its sides are straight and it's composed of mainly triangles. This one right here has curved surfaces, so none of its sides are polygons, so it's not a polyhedron. Here's another one that is composed of pentagons and rectangles, so it's considered to be a polyhedron. Here's another one that is not a polyhedron because it has curved surfaces and not polygons. Here's one that is composed of all polygons, looks like squares and rectangles. And then this one is composed of triangles and a pentagon as the base. So here are the polyhedron, or I should say polyhedra is the plural, and these are not considered to be polyhedra. Here are some vocabulary words for three-dimensional solids. The first vocab word is polyhedron, which we actually went over. It's a 3D figure whose faces are all polygons. Examples of these are prisms and pyramids. We will find out more specifically about these special types of polyhedra in a little bit. But every single polyhedron is composed of faces, which is a flat surface of a polyhedron. So here's the front of this rectangular prism, and that's considered its face. The edge is a line segment formed where two faces meet. So this is an edge, this is an edge. There are edges all the way around. So you actually draw the edges whenever you're drawing a three-dimensional solid. And then a vertex is a point where three or more faces or edges meet each other. So here's a vertex here, there's a vertex here, 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 and here. So there are 8 vertices in this rectangular prism. We have different categories and characteristics of three-dimensional solids. The first two are known as prisms and pyramids. In prisms, they have 2 congruent polygon bases which are parallel to one another. So we could do the top and bottom of this rectangular prism could be the bases. And then the other sides going around to connect the bases are all rectangles. And in this case, they are too. Now this one is a pentagonal prism. Its 2 bases are pentagons, and then the rest of the faces are rectangles or parallelograms, since a rectangle is considered to be a parallelogram. And it is named by the shape of its base. So again, this first one had a rectangular base, so it's called a rectangular prism. Whereas this one has 2 pentagons as its bases, so it's called a pentagonal prism. The next type of 3D solid that's considered to be a polyhedron is a pyramid. Each pyramid has 1 polygon base and a vertex opposite it. And the vertex is connected to the base through various edges that form triangles. and it's named by the shape of its base, similar to how a prism is named. And since this pyramid has a pentagonal base, it is called a pentagonal pyramid. These are some other three-dimensional solids that we will be discussing. These are not considered to be polyhedra because they are composed of curved surfaces. The first one is a cylinder. The cylinder will have two congruent circular bases, which are parallel to one another, and the side connecting the two bases is a curved side. It goes all the way around. Here's a cone. A cone has one circular base and a vertex opposite it, and a curved side that goes around and connects the vertex to all of the sides of the circular base.